best drink in the whole world. Hello, my friend, and welcome to today's Day of Eats because I am leading up to ovulation. I just finished my period. I'm like saying this with so much enthusiasm, but after truly getting my results back this last cycle from seeing my progesterone numbers be in a healthy range for literally the first time in my life in definitely well over 10 years, I thought I would take you through a full day of eating, a full day of nourishment to support balanced hormones, to support healthy progesterone production, and really what I focus on nutrient-wise to help my body to be able to support balanced, healthy hormones. Here's the thing, I wanted my body to make enough progesterone on its own without me having to take any progesterone, because for years that was the thing that I thought was going to be the answer to my hormonal imbalance. Like, oh, I'm low progesterone, okay, well, I'm just gonna take progesterone. But even though doctors put me on progesterone and even I tried different forms of progesterone, it never moved my numbers. In fact, it gave me more issues. I was waking up in the middle of the night. There can be a lot of conversion. It's not as simple as just taking it, but deeper than that, I wanted my body to be able to make progesterone on its own. And I will be honest with you, there was really a point where I thought maybe that's just not possible for me. I really didn't know. I mean, there really was a ton of faith involved in these months because I hadn't been making adequate progesterone for so long. I thought, honestly, maybe my progesterone sites don't work. You know, maybe my body just is incapable of making it. So coming from thinking that taking progesterone was the only way to balance my hormones, then to now my body making enough progesterone on its own naturally. And that's when I really realized it was never the progesterone that was the issue. My progesterone numbers were just a result of my cellular health, what was going on inside my cells. I love what Jesus said, you know, a bad tree can't produce good fruit and a good tree can't produce bad fruit. And in the same way with our cells, well, I don't really like using the word good or bad here, more of like nutrient dense or not nutrient dense. It's the same thing with like any kind of soil. If there is pests and fungus or, you know, birds, that's why farmers put out scarecrows. You know, we have to keep what we don't want out to protect the cell. That would be an example of protecting. We want to protect the cell. And at the same time, we want to provide it with the nutrients, nutrient-rich soil, so that it can grow delicious, amazing fruit. And here's what I did not right for so long. There is a difference, and this is the biggest thing. I will tell you this. I've talked about a ton of different tips. I will tell you something. The biggest thing that I actually did that made a literal massive shift in my hormones is apply the information. There is a very big difference between me knowing that vitamin C supports progesterone production and me actually daily consuming vitamin C. There is a huge difference between preventing deficiencies in nutrients and optimal amounts of nutrients. Massive difference. For example, I think it's like 5 to 7 milligrams or something that prevents scurvy of vitamin C versus 1,000 milligrams a day to saturate all bodily tissues with enough antioxidant protection from the vitamin C. That is like a 100-fold difference. That's where the clarity comes in to where you're able to say, okay, am I doing it? Because information without application will not lead to transformation. We can know all the things, but if we don't be a doer of them, then we're not gonna see a change. And for so long, that was me. I was just like knowing all this information, but I wasn't actually doing it on a consistent and regular basis. Like I knew about protein, I knew about carbohydrates, I knew about all those things, but was I actually doing it? Was I actually getting enough fiber? Was I actually getting enough vitamin C? And this last cycle, I got so serious about being a doer. Literally, am I getting enough protein? I'm gonna calculate my protein. Am I getting enough fiber? I'm gonna calculate my fiber. Like, that is how serious that I got with it. and not in a burdensome, heavy way. It wasn't burdensome to me. It was fun. It was like, am I nourishing my body enough? It is so incredibly healing now to be able to measure things in a state of nourishment rather than restriction. Let's just list off some of the things. Number one, I get enough protein every single day, minimum 100 grams of protein, usually 120 to 140 grams. Number two, I get enough fiber every single day. 25 grams of fiber is my goal. And I hit that every single day, and I try to hit 10 grams of fiber at breakfast every single day to really set myself up for a good day of blood sugar regulation. Number three, B vitamins, okay? Literally B vitamins, especially B6, is absolutely critical for progesterone production and just our hormone health in general, and for our cellular health. Our cells require B vitamins to run. One of my favorite ways to do that is through a whole food source. That's why I love this so much. I put the superfood honey from Beekeepers Naturals. This has the propolis, royal jelly, and the bee pollen, which is super high in those naturally occurring B vitamins inside of the bee pollen, which is inside of this honey, which is actually medicinal grade and has so many antioxidants in here that do what? Help prevent oxidative damage to the cell because of the antioxidant properties. And what are the two things that we want for our cells? We want them to be protected, like I mentioned with the scarecrow, and we want them to have optimal nutrients, like the B vitamins in here. This is like nature's multivitamin. Anytime there's not enough antioxidants in relation to the amount of oxidative stress that is going on, just a lot of stress to the cell, damage to the cell. That's what happens. I always used to hear these words. I'm like, I don't really even know what that means. Oxidative stress, free radicals, what is happening? So you want the antioxidants to come in there and neutralize the free radicals so there's not a lot of oxidative damage. So we want to give the cell lots and lots of antioxidants, which is why I love bee products so very much, because they are so full of the antioxidants. And speaking of vitamin C, the other thing that I've been doing every day is taking one of these, the liposomal vitamin C pack. So this is the propolis and vitamin C, and it's in a liposomal form. So it's super bioavailable. It's easy for the body to use and absorb. And that's the thing. This is going to provide that 1,000 milligrams of the vitamin C, something that I was missing for such a long time. And this is so easy to wake up in the morning, rip open a pack, get my vitamin C, and then also the added propolis, which is going to, again, give those antioxidants and help combat the oxidative stress, which is exactly what I want to do leading up to ovulation. I want to have healthy cells. I want to protect them from things that can damage it. And I want to give them, and I want to saturate it as much as I possibly can with the vitamin C. And this is such an easy way to just rip it open, and I just take it in the morning. So it's so easy to do. Also, there are quite a few nutrients that we need for ovulation to even occur, which is zinc, absolutely essential, B vitamins, and iron is extremely important. And guess what contains all of those nutrients literally in here in a completely natural form from the propolis. So this is just a nutrient powerhouse, and it's so easy to do, and I love taking it every single day. It is the easiest way for me to get vitamin C and tons of different nutrients from the propolis. Nature just does it right. It just does it right. So that is the second thing that I do, and every single day I do my propolis spray. So I'm literally getting propolis in every possible way. I'm telling you, I do not miss a day of this. Studies that I've read on propolis and endometriosis, and just for its anti-inflammatory effects on the body, is unrivaled. And you know what else? Is that this is great for a summer glow, because vitamin C actually is essential in collagen production. So that is number three. That is what I'm doing every single day, making sure that I'm getting my vitamin C, my B vitamins, and all of my antioxidant protection every single day for healthy, happy cells. Beekeepers Naturals makes some of my absolute favorite products ever for that. And they're actually giving you 20% off of your entire order. So you can go to beekeepersnaturals.com/Cambria, and you can stock up, get your superfood honey, get your liposomal, propolis, and vitamin C. And literally, I cannot go a day without my propolis spray. I just can't. That's beekeepersnaturals.com/Cambria for 20% off of your order. And again, remember, it comes down to getting enough of the nutrients. There's a big difference between avoiding deficiency versus actually giving your body optimal amounts of the nutrients, which is why the 1,000 milligrams is the optimal amount that I personally look to take every single day, that I'm not going to skip one day one day. 4. And number 4, speaking of nutrients, is making sure that I get enough zinc. So, and that, the way I like to do that is through taking oysters, because they're the highest food source of zinc, and zinc is required for ovulation. The amount of years, and again, I feel like I could have seen such massive changes years ago if I would have just put things into practice, but I knew about zinc, and I knew zinc was important and necessary for ovulation, but I wasn't actually daily, you know, making sure that I was getting enough zinc. So now, I don't feel like eating oysters every single day. So I just like to take desiccated oyster. So it's literally just pure oyster, but just in a capsule. So you could totally just eat oysters. But again, I don't want to eat an oyster every single day, but I want to make sure that I'm giving my body zinc so that I actually can ovulate. But number 5 is making sure actually that I get enough seafood because of all those trace minerals. Zinc and selenium and iodine, and a lot of trace minerals are really found in omega-3s and salmon specifically. There's so many different nutrients, whether it's, again, the trace minerals or the fatty acids in seafood, that I am going to actually right now for lunch, I'm going to make some salmon. Let's cook up some lunch. Apparently I cannot talk and cook at the same time, but I'm gonna show you how to make the best salmon that you've ever had. It's better than any restaurant. It comes out perfect every single time. Let's see if I can cut this while I tell you, but before I forget, number 6 is polyphenols. As you saw with my matcha earlier, I literally every single day, and there's tons of actually polyphenols in Beekeeper's Naturals products, but every single day matcha is extremely high in polyphenols as well. Polyphenols are actually, they feed the good bacteria in our gut. So in a way they are like a prebiotic because they feed the good bacteria that helps to balance our blood sugar, which is absolutely essential for ovulation. Okay, staying hydrated is number 7. Making sure that you drink enough water so that your blood, if you don't have enough water, then your blood and our blood glucose levels are too high because there's not enough water, because our blood is mostly made of water. Then we have too high of glucose levels, which can impair ovulation. It's very important to simply drink enough water. Another thing I do is try to actually eat about 7 to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. So I don't necessarily like count, but I really try to just be mindful of that, of eating grapefruit, eating mango, having asparagus with breakfast. So we're getting in our mango and our fruit. Light is also another form of nourishment. So I got in my sunrise this morning, and I got in about 20 minutes of that midday sun. I really like the D-Minder app to show me where the sun is in the sky and just kind of remind me of when solar noon is. It's really important to signal to your brain actually to produce certain hormones. So that sunrise really is medicine, and same thing even with the midday sun. I always try to get it on my stomach too. It's really good for your gut health. How beautiful is that? That sunshine is nourishment. Actually, the rice is pre-cooked, so it's actually a prebiotic, which feeds the good bifidobacteria in your gut. So flavorful and so nutrient dense. We're gonna do a little bean salad with our steak tonight. So I really like these jovial beans because they're 100% organic and they're soaked overnight and pressure cooked. So they're already properly prepared for you so that you can absorb all of those nutrients really well.
Sometimes I run out of things to say, and it turns out you've got one too. And dinner's gone cold, I don't care, we talk till the morning. I've got no sleep 'cause you drive me wild. I know one day we get out of happy house and wake you up for brunch when you're feeling worn out, and we just gotta keep on hanging on for now. So slow down, hold on tight now.
Okay, this looks so good. That salad.
Yeah, try the meat. This is way better cooking on the grill. This is great. It's a beautiful looking plate too.
I just went and got my 10,000 steps in at the gym afterwards. Well, I actually already had like 5,000 just from walking around and walking Meester, going to the grocery store this morning. So I got my 10,000 steps in with my good old fashioned pedometer. I love this thing. This is like the best. I think it was actually a gift. I asked for it for Christmas, I think, or my birthday or something. I don't know. That just shows you my personality. I'm like, can you just get me like a $10 pedometer? That is the best way to utilize glucose is movement. Walking is one of the best forms of movement that you can do. So happy I got in my steps. I drank some coconut water powder to get my potassium in. And now I'm gonna do a castor oil pack. So that's one of the things that I did not do last month that I'm gonna add in this month is I was just not really consistent with doing my castor oil, and it is so incredible for blood flow, detoxification, and it's so easy to do, but I just kind of fell off of it for the past couple months. So I'm doing it every night leading up to ovulation. If you are trying to conceive, you don't wanna do it in your luteal phase.
But then you're right by my side. Tell me it's all in my mind.
The progesterone punch is getting stuck in my throat because I've just been working on all the things, the upcoming like cookbook, recipe guide, and even the program for blood chemistry for you. There's a lot coming, even the podcast. I just have so much that I'm doing, so lots of behind the scenes. For today's giveaway, I am gonna do another little progesterone punch giveaway. So I'm gonna give away another Bink water bottle, and then also the Acerola cherry, and then a little packet of our Element electrolytes that I love so much. And so all you have to do is leave a comment and tell me, you know what, did I just Google or this or that? I did. This is so ridiculous. But water slide or roller coaster, I'm gonna have to go with the water slide. I am utterly terrified of roller coasters. When Bo I haven't been to Disneyland in years, but when Bo, he's like, come on. And I rode at the time, I think it's now the Incredicoaster, it's the roller coaster in California Adventure. I screamed so hard that I literally, nothing came out. Like I was screaming so hard that no sound was coming out. I was terrified. I hated that ride so much. I don't know why. This is so random. See, that's the thing. The whole point is for it to be fun and light and to just have some fun in the comments. Let me know. For me, I'm gonna go with water slide because I'm not gonna pick roller coaster. Like a little roller coaster on the fair, maybe not, because fair rides kind of freak me out, but I'm going with water slide. I love you so much. Don't forget, you can go to beekeepersnaturals.com/Cambria and get 20% off of your entire order. Such an amazing code. Like seriously, all the stores that it's sold at, like this is such a good code. You are going to save the most money. It is amazing, the deal, and you can stock up on that propolis. I love that superfood honey so much. It's a great way to get in both the propolis and the royal jelly and the what did we call it from the sweet lady I ran into at Target? Oh, the gold sprinkles, the gold sprinkles. I love it. We're all getting that good nourishment. It really is. B vitamins are required for cellular health. For so many years, I was not getting enough B vitamins. I was absolutely exhausted all the time. It absolutely plays a role in thyroid function. B vitamins are one of those non-negotiables. They're essential and they're needed daily. So I love it. I love that God made literally a natural product that we can get all those things in. The level of antioxidants in the propolis is astounding. I mean, truly those Beekeepers Naturals and just those bee products are truly incredible. They're just so nutrient dense. So will forever be a favorite of mine. I love Beekeepers Naturals so much, and I love that they give you this code. So link will be in the description box. Don't forget to check it out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.